Shalom, shalom, giving honor and praise to the Creator and the Maker of heaven and earth. We want to take this time out now while discussing the matter of Yohd. We discussed it as in verbs, as a prefix. We discussed it in nouns as a suffix. We want to show how, in part, how the letter Yohd is used when it is part of a root in a verb. This, for instance, is the word yashab. Yashab means to sit or to dwell. Now, this is referred to, brothers and sisters, as a Peh Yohd verb. The reason why it's called a Peh Yohd verb is because it begins with the letter Yohd. All right, in this particular case. So, how this works, brothers and sisters, is you see how it's unique in the future tense. A shade. Yashab in root meaning to sit or to dwell. And a shade means I will sit, I will dwell. Okay? You have Yeshab, which would mean he will sit or he will dwell. Alright? Now, that's the future tense aspect. You have it to where you have Neshab. We will sit or we will dwell. Now, the Yohd drops off in the future tense. Why do we then see it with this is because the Yohd serves as a prefix inside of the Peh Yohd verb. But you don't double the Yohd. Let me explain. Yashab is the root, meaning to sit or to dwell, literally meaning third person masculine, past tense. He sat. Ashab means I will sit, I will dwell. Yeshab, he will sit, he will dwell. Neshab, we will sit, we will dwell. So we want to point this out, brothers and sisters, for reason and purposes, as far as it goes with that. You don't see the Yohd in the root of it. This Yohd here, Yeshab, meaning he will sit or he will dwell, brothers and sisters, serves here as a prefix. All right, we want to point that out in that particular regard. Now, let's look. You have, if we erase that zare there, yesh, bo. Now, I do not pronounce bet as vet at any given time, but we're going to move on. Yeshbu means they will sit. This serves as, brothers and sisters, the suffix pluralizing the word in that particular case. That's something we want to point out in that particular regard. So again, when you have Yohd in the root letter, and it's the first word in it, is referred to as a Peh Yohd verb. It functions by not being part of the roots inside of the future tense. It comes back as shown as a prefix in the third person singular, he will, whatever, and the third person plural, they will, whatever meaning that root is in translation. So if there's any questions, my number will be within this description. Also, this is described and discussed in Hebrew is Easy Volume 3 for those who are interested. So, which is a book you can get online. Giving honor to the Creator and Maker of heaven and earth. We wanted to, while discussing the aspect of the Yohd, how it formulates and shows itself within the aspect of a verb, and how it's not there in conjugation of the future tense, except when being shown as the prefix. Shalom.